Thomas the Tank Engine is owned by Mattel. No money is being made off this podcast. It's for entertainment and educational purposes only. Thank you.
You might think it's easy, sitting around in a dark shed with nothing to do but stare at a shed door, but once you roll back into the real world, you start to notice things you never noticed before. With no one around, it's easy to notice ghosts floating around, and the only one by your side in that moment is Jesus Christ. And to be honest, he's all you really need. I'm Percy the Green Engine, and this is the Specters of Sodor. I whispered my plan to Thomas on how we could help Nicky, and Thomas seemed to be all in on it. One by one, the engines fell asleep that night, all except me and Thomas, though we pretended to be asleep. Once we were sure everyone was in dreamland, we snuck out of the sheds, with our drivers' and firemen's help. They had been in our cabs when Edward had told the story of Nicky, and they wanted to help get her back to where she belonged too. So, we buffered up to Toby, and we brought Toby over to the small work shed near Tidmouth's sheds, but we made sure we were far enough away so no one could hear us. And then, we discussed the plan even further.
So we're all clear on the plan, correct?
Yes, I'll get onto the viaduct on one side and Percy will get onto the other.
And Toby will go right in between us.
Hold up. Shouldn't Toby be awake?
He's become a really heavy sleeper.
Does Toby have to come though? Can't we just use a truck or something?
I doubt the engine would stop for a random truck on the line.
He's right. This morning Sir Topham Hatt said that Toby would be the next engine to be fired up. But Toby said he was so used to being in one spot that he wasn't able to move again. So if we take him in his sleep, then it'll be easier for him to get up in the morning.
Huh. Good point, Thomas. We can help Toby and Nicky at the same time.
Well, one of you's gonna have to pull him.
Hold on. What if one engine pulls Toby and the other tank engine? That way we can save coal and water.
Not the rusty tender.
Wait, what?
Sorry, Thomas. Looks like you gotta pull me and Toby.
Really?
Well, you are the stronger one of the two of us.
That's true. Fine.
And so it was done. My driver and fireman joined Thomas's driver and fireman in his cab, and Thomas pulled both me and Toby down the main line. And when we got to the viaduct, he shunted us both onto separate tracks.
Okay, Toby. Gotta push you one track over. Done.
Once Thomas had shunted me and Toby onto separate tracks, he moved onto a separate track himself, while our crews got comfy in his cab.
This is gonna be a long night.
Hang on. We have what heaters left in the firebox.
Yeah, well, I need to brush my teeth. Good thing I brought my toothbrush and toothpaste.
Franklin, we don't have any water here.
No worries, I'll use the river water.
Ew!
Cool it. What?
I watched my driver walk down to the river under the viaduct, but then I looked up at the sky and realized something.
Thomas?
Yeah?
I just thought of something I probably should have thought of before.
Well, what?
We saw Nicky while pulling a train this morning, right?
Yes?
And I saw Nicky yesterday when I was pulling a train in the morning, right?
Yeah, I wasn't there, but...
Both times when Nicky was seen, it was in the morning. So what if she doesn't come because it's the middle of the night?
Percy, why do you wait till now to bring this up?
I only just thought of it now. Pretty ironic,
You could have saved a lot more time if you had told me that sooner. Now we've wasted coal, water, and valuable sleep, and we still have the whole journey back.
Shh!
Hey, I'm not done.
Quiet! Listen! That sounds like an engine. Maybe it's...
Percy, she was a steam engine. It sounds like a diesel.
But it sounds like they're pulling a train.
How could that be?
Get out of the way!
Cinders and ashes! It's diesel!
What? We have to get off the main line! Freezing ice! Diesel's going to crash into Toby! Everyone brace yourselves!
What the heck?